Good afternoon everybody, welcome back to a Chart Nerd Technical Analysis video. Today we will be discussing the likes of VELO against its USDT pair on the weekly time frame. So if we start to analyze the chart here, what you'll notice is we have this huge symmetrical triangle pattern that's been forming for VELO, where we have a descending level of resistance, which is lower highs over time, but we also have an ascending level of support, which means we're forming higher lows. So we're sort of caught between a rock and a hard place here, awaiting a decision, and this could go on until early days of December, guys. You know, we have this sort of apex over the next 5 to 6 weeks where VELO needs to make a decision whether it's going to break out to the upside or whether we lose this ascending support and break out to the downside. So this symmetrical triangle pattern is a neutral pattern in most cases, but if we analyze the sort of prior trend to this triangle forming, you'll notice that we had this triple bottom formation back in 2023, and in October we actually formed a higher low here of the third bottom on that triple bottom, and VELO didn't look back, and this is where we created this impulsive move up to 0.028, where we actually started to form this symmetrical triangle. So bearing in mind that we had this massive uptrend for VELO, if we focus on a symmetrical triangle that enters via an uptrend, what I wanted to show you here is that when you do form this pattern and the prior trend was up before, it genuinely tends to lead to a breakout and the trend resumes to the upside. So given that in favor, we have just come from a prior uptrend and we're now forming this symmetrical triangle looking for the breakout to resume. Again, you've had the prior uptrend, you're in the symmetrical triangle looking for the breakout to resume. So what we need to see form really and truly for VELO is 3 points of higher low contacts and 3 points of lower highs within this triangle. So if we analyze VELO on the weekly time frame in its triangle here, what you'll notice is we've had 1 point of contact on support, 2 points of contact on support, and we've also had 1 point of contact on resistance and 2 points of contact in resistance in regards to candle closes here on both this descending resistance and ascending support. So far we've had 2 points of contact within this triangle. Right now we're coming back from the second point of resistance. So what I think's occurring here is VELO is in a complex A, B, C correction back down to its third point of ascending support right here. So it'll give us our third higher low before looking for the breakout in this apex over the next sort of 5 to 6 weeks. So I genuinely see us coming back for the third point of contact, and then at that point, wherever that low may be, I will discuss this in a second, I think we are on our way to this ascending support line. Then we come up for a third point of resistance and really get tight in this apex. So if we do have this sort of A, B, C correction and then come up to this apex, I think we get really tight over the next sort of 5 to 6 weeks. And hopefully, as I said, because the prior trend was up, we're now coming into this pattern looking to resume the trend direction, and this is where VELO gets its breakout going into Q4. So I think it's really important just to analyze the fact that we've had 2 points of contact on support, 2 points of contact on descending resistance. We're coming back from the point of resistance looking for the next point of support. Now what's giving the game away here to where this sort of ABC correction could come in is the fact that we've been discussing this 1, 2, 3, this is a wave 4 right now, complex wave 4, looking for that ascending support before the wave 5, which is the breakout and the last impulsive move of this impulsive move for VELO that could take us back up to these previous local highs if this wave 4 holds. So this is another sort of confluence point here, the fact that we have this sort of 5-wave correction that's building up, and this is where you see this wave 4 that we're currently going through. This is where the complex A, B, C correction is occurring. So I think we're going through an A, B, C within a wave 4 back down to wave 1 high, which is the previous double bottom resistance that we've broken. So I'm so sorry, there's so many things to analyze, but if you look at this resistance in the past, 0.011, this was our double bottom formation on ascending support that eventually broke out in August of this year. We then rallied up in this impulsive wave 3 into descending resistance, okay, and now we're coming back for the ABC wave 4 correction back down to this double bottom neckline that since we formed and broke out of, we haven't back tested for support. So if we can come back to this double bottom neckline, create the third point point of contact on this ascending support line, I think that's the go signal for VELO. And I'm sorry, that's extremely messy. It's a lot to keep up with, guys, but we've got this 5-wave impulsive move that I think is going on. We've just had the wave 3. We're in this ABC wave 4, back down to this double bottom of the previous resistance at 0.011, and then I think we look for the breakout, because at this point what it confirms is we would have had then, spit it out, sorry, we would have had our 3 points of contact on resistance once we actually come up to it for that break, okay, and then we would have had our 3 points of contact on our support, which then gives the game away to completing this uptrend symmetrical triangle for the breakout, where we've got 3 higher lows, 3 lower highs, break. Okay, you've got 3 higher lows, 3 lower highs, break. So I think somewhere in sort of November, we're going to find a decision for VELO. And again, this is the bullish theory, but just the simple fact that this triangle has formed after an uptrend or within an uptrend just signals to me that we're looking for that continuation and for the trend to resume. So that was basically what I wanted to show you guys. Now, just before I go, a couple more indicators to sort of validate that VELO is still looking for a further, I think it was about 10% back down to this double bottom neckline and this ascending support. If we do sort of come in and fill in that final C wave back down to 0.011, it is roughly a 10% correction. I think from current price, it would be about a 11% correction roughly down to that target. And what it would be is, in all honesty, prime opportunity. I think it would be prime opportunity. I really do, guys. It's not financial advice, but I really think this sort of area here for VELO is really a gold mine. And two other reasons, sorry, that I was meant to show you is we've had a recent death cross on the MACD, and we are starting to flip red, as you can see, of this week. So if this MACD is still to be valid and we do sort of come back down here, I think over time this is where we could validate a further 10% move back down to the 0.011 range. And we've also got this ascending level of support in the RSI that we was previously holding on our 0.07 double bottom here. So you'll see we had these 2 lows in the RSI. We've actually lost that ascending support in the RSI. So the fact that we've lost the ascending support in the RSI on the weekly, and we've now created a bearish cross on the MACD, I think it gives confluence that we could be coming in for a bit more of a correction, and this area here that we're focusing on at 0.011 is really a great entry point if you're not already involved or you're looking to DCA on this dip. And the best way to look at it is that what we've actually had from the high in total, if we do come back to that 0.011, is about 40% correction. So, you know, fear never feels like opportunity, guys, but it's on the table right now. I hope you've enjoyed the content, guys, from Chart Nerd TA. Take care. Peace out.